This is Dave Palumbo with RxMuscle.com. I'm here at the 2010 IFBB North American Championships. We're going to talk about the heavyweight division tonight. We're going to do a little preview. We're going to find out what's going on with Lee Banks and if anyone out there could possibly beat him. Let's get right to the action. I am here with Lee Take It to the Banks. Got to be the heavyweight favorite here at the 2010 North American Championships. Lee, you've been second more times than I have in competition. I know this is unacceptable for you.
You're right. This time. It's overdue. So I'm planning to take the heavyweight class in condition, as always, and just do my thing. Plan to go out there and do my thing.
I don't even know of anyone who's even a contender in that class. Obviously there could always be someone who comes out of nowhere that we don't know about. But usually every year there's always been a guy that's been kind of up against you, so to speak. Do you feel comfortable going into the show knowing that they're giving away 2 pro cards this year?
Oh, yes. I feel comfortable about that. I was going to do the show even if we gave away 1 pro card, but 2 is even better. That gives me up my odds. But I really hoping to take this show overall.
Yeah, I think that at this point you deserve it. A pro card is not good enough. You want the whole thing.
Thank you.
Talk to me a little bit about what you've been doing this past year to prepare for this show, because I know that you've been smarting, so to speak, because of that loss at the Nationals. What have you worked on and what have you improved over this past 8 months or so?
I've been just slamming those weak areas that everybody talked about. I've been slamming my quads, hams, just bringing those areas up, my back, and areas that I just looked at myself daily and said, okay, I need to bring this up. So
when you look in the mirror this morning, this afternoon, tomorrow, are you happy with what you're bringing to the stage? Is this your best look so far?
By far, I think so.
All right, I'm here with Justin Fargo, heavyweight contender here at the North American Championships. You won the Central States a couple weeks ago. That was your warm-up for this one.
Right.
How important is this show to you?
It's extremely important. It's the first time I've been back to a national event since 2007. So I was top 10 at a junior USA's, so I'm looking to get back on stage at the national level and show everybody what I've been doing for the last few years.
Now, all the talk in the heavyweight class seems to be on Lee Banks, who's obviously been,
right,
long overdue here. How do you feel getting on stage next to a guy like him?
If I could get up and stand up in the top 5 with these guys, I'd be honored this year. Coming off of some personal things in business and getting back up here and to come in working with you and metrics backing me, I think top 5, I'd be super happy with that.
Now, a lot of good guys have been coming out of Michigan lately.
Yeah.
You obviously being one of them, leading the pack. You've won a couple state shows and state titles. What have you been doing over this last year? I know you told me in the interview we did in the Iron Asylum that you've been basically dedicating yourself 100% full-time to bodybuilding.
Yeah, 100% to that. My wife's committed behind me. Without her, I couldn't do any of this. That's the number one thing. But, yeah, getting back to the basics, powerlifting, got great help with my nutrition, picking you up. I knew that was someplace I needed some help, and I think that was my missing component. A lack of hard work is definitely not in my schedule. It was just a little bit of guidance. So
you feel comfortable going up against these guys that have been kind of here, seasoned veterans in the heavyweight class. And I got to tell you, there's really no favorites aside from Lee Banks. The other guys are kind of like, well, it's Lee Banks and everyone else.
Right. No, I feel real confident. Like you said, in 2007 I was a top 10 guy, and I didn't have quite the nutrition help that I have right now, and I'm 16 or almost 17 pounds heavier than what I was then. So a lot of hard work and a lot of help from a lot of good people, and I don't see where we can't be in the top 5. I feel real good about it.
All right, here we're at Rob Ewells from New Jersey.
What's up? How you guys doing, all right?
You had a good year last year.
Yeah, I had a great year. I had a lot of fun, and I'm back again. Took a little time off.
Got North American here. You made the heavyweight class, I assume?
Yes, sir. Barely squeaked in, so 224.
This is going to be a good chance for you because the heavyweight class here is not as deep as we've seen in the past. Obviously, you got Lee Banks, who's got to be the favorite going into the show. But there's really no other, outstanding guys in that lineup. Like in the super heavyweight class, you probably have 4 or 5 name guys. Do you feel like you have an opportunity here to really make a statement?
Well, I haven't seen any other competitors. I feel like I'm coming in pretty crisp this time. I feel rested because I'm not doing 6 shows, or this wouldn't be my 6th show like the end of the year last year. So, hopefully I'll come in at my best, and if someone beats me, then hopefully they earned it.
What did you weigh last year on stage?
I weighed in 221 last year at the end of the season nationals, and I guess I'm a couple pounds heavier, and we'll see how that plays out.
Symmetry is your strength, and obviously you still have that with a couple more pounds of muscle. Obviously, you have to feel very comfortable going into this line. How do you think you're going to fare going up against Lee Banks? I mean, is that intimidating for you?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's intimidating. If I had to box him or fight him, maybe that might be a little bit intimidating. This isn't mixed martial arts, but he definitely carries a little more muscle than I do. He's a little, shorter than me, so that seems to be the case. For my frame, I definitely feel like hopefully next year I can put enough size on and be comfortably into the super heavyweight. We'll see what happens, but it's all fun, and I have a good time doing this stuff, and I think if you take yourself way too seriously, you can get kind of disappointed when you walk in and all the other guys in your weight class are 5 inches shorter than you. But, the way it works out, like you said, I kind of feel like symmetry and shape is a little bit more my strong point. I'm not going to out-muscle people too much, but it's just, it's how it is.
Well, that's all we got for you tonight. You'll have to stay tuned tomorrow night for the men's competition. For now, I'm Dave Palumbo with RxMuscle.com.